Being a city of innovation filled with people who have a lifelong focus on making things better for our community is vital to Lincoln's prosperity. Building a culture of innovation that feeds the soul of the next generation of creative thinkers and striving to be the most connected city helps ensure our people and community will thrive. Here are just a few ways to take action. Identify one thing you can improve through innovation. Set a stretch goal for yourself or organization. Find ways to recognize and celebrate innovation and creativity. Now, how are you going to step up to prosper Lincoln?
Wow, good morning. This is so awesome. I've already gone off script by making that comment, but this is doggone awesome that you're all here. So I have some questions I want to ask you. What happens when you set your sights to do something not just big, but really grand? When you connect people who are doing really, really great things with others who have similar aspirational pursuits? What happens when you grant people permission to fail in the spirit of learning and restarting to succeed? When the loudest voices you hear are from those that are cheering you on your journey, what happens? Prosper Lincoln happens. I'm Rich Clausen, and I am the ambassador for innovation for the Prosper Lincoln Community Agenda. In the focus area that I champion, we're working to create a world-class ecosystem where innovation and entrepreneurship are thriving. And make no mistake, we want Lincoln to be the white-hot epicenter in the Silicon Prairie. Every day, our actions support a mantra that I personally believe is incredibly powerful. Think bigger, act bolder, be better. We're doing it by introducing new levels of connectivity across all sectors, collaboration between businesses, education, government, helping to reinvent how we identify, recruit, develop, and retain talent, connecting the next generation to innovation, introducing long-standing businesses to startups, and vice versa. So with a show of hands, how many of you have thought bigger and acted bolder to be better? Awesome. So you are part of this movement. You all are. What you need to know is that we have all of the power to find ways to support innovation, whether it's through an investment of time and effort working with those trying to build something, finding ways to recognize creativity, or merely setting a stretch goal for your organization or even for yourself. Think about what you can offer, and shortly you'll have an opportunity to write it down on the Post-it note that Joanne mentioned and the other speakers have as well. Then you'll be able to do it. You'll have that opportunity to make it happen. Spread the word to your friends, your networks, and to the world that this place, Lincoln, Nebraska, is the place to start a business, to launch dreams, to have a successful and fulfilling life. We need you. We need your advocacy for what we're trying to achieve together. We're asking you to step up for Lincoln, for your community, for your future, and for others. So let's step up. Now I'd like to ask to the podium two individuals who have truly stepped up to the Prosper Lincoln agenda. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Doug Durham, and I'm a co-founder of Don't Panic Labs and Nebraska Global. I want to start by asking you this. When you think of the best places to launch a high-tech career or a startup, which ones come to mind? Silicon Valley, Boston, Seattle, Austin? If you're not thinking Lincoln, think again. We want the hundreds of students that graduate from computer science programs in this area to think Lincoln too. Too many of our students are not aware of the multitude of software companies here in Lincoln. Companies who've been here for many years and are flying under the radar, struggling to find qualified software developers. We have to ask ourselves, why is that? Or more importantly, what can we do about it? That question spurred me to get involved, working with Matt Dwyer, who's the department chair of the UNL Computer Science and Engineering Department, to create a reverse pitch competition at Innovation Campus and the follow-up state of the practice events that occurred at many companies here in Lincoln. Our first reverse pitch event was held earlier this year to introduce students to these local companies. 9 companies, including Nelnet, Don't Panic Labs, Assurity, Spreetail, Huddle, Firespring, Penlink, Virtual Incision, and Sandhills, each gave 5-minute presentations to 230 students and over 100 professionals. Collectively, 75 internships and 92 full-time positions were on display, and I'm pleased to report that students were hired for both. Now we're not only holding another event this fall, but we're taking it on the road to other universities in our Big Ten footprint. That's what we are doing to create a vibrant culture of innovation. We want Lincoln to be top of mind when you think high tech. So how can you help build a culture of innovation in Lincoln? Think about it. Then I encourage you to do something about it. Thank you.
Bridging the innovation divide means bringing people together from both sides, the ties and the t-shirts, the tucked and the untucked. I'm Brian Ardinger, co-founder of Iconic and the Inside Outside Innovation Network. And at Iconic, we help companies become more agile, adaptable, and fearless in the face of disruption and change and new technologies. And with Lincoln as our home, we want Lincoln to become a world-class city where innovation is woven into the fabric of our community. In support of the Prosper Lincoln Community Agenda, we developed a scholarship program to identify the next generation of innovators in our backyard and give them behind-the-scenes access to our Inside Outside Innovation Summit, which we held here at Pinnacle Bank Arena in June. We selected 2 students from every Lincoln high school and gave them the opportunity to become an integral part of the summit. They had all-access pass to mix and mingle with the best and brightest innovators from around the world. The kids got to experience over 40 world-class speakers and learn from 68 startup companies from around the world that we brought here who came to Lincoln to learn about new business models, new technologies, and the intersection of startup and corporate collaboration. They had their minds open to new ideas and a world of new opportunities. And you could see it in their eyes and the passion. But before I tell you more about it, why don't we hear directly from the kids?
I think it's really cool and different than from anything I've ever been to before. I like to see all the different kind of people and the cultures and everything, and everyone's different ideas.
This event has been spectacular. I have never experienced something so lively and it's just been such a great learning experience for me. It's not something that I've been exposed to being here in Lincoln, and it's been such a great opportunity. I'm so glad to be here.
The speakers were very inspiring. I really liked the authors. They were telling their own story, and I even talked to Simone afterwards about what inspired her to write her own book, and so that was really cool how I got to meet one of the speakers.
I hope to learn more about innovation, starting maybe my own business, seeing how it's all going to work behind the scenes, what all the different little parts of it is and how they all work together.
Something that I wanted to learn is how to be more creative within my problem solving instead of just coming up with the basic answer, just being able to really branch off of that. And I think that the summit has really helped me achieve that and helped me realize that there are more than just one right answer to things.
Just being around a lot of people that have been in successful positions and that have had many different experiences, because I can pick up on that and talk to them and just learn a lot from this whole experience.
Yes, I'm having an amazing time. This has probably been the most fun I have had all summer.
Good morning. It's always a great day to